A former permanent Secretary of Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Joe Keshi, joins us for more on this. Thank you for joining us on TVC News at 7, Ambassador. Well, as it is, the Association of Retired Career Ambassadors of Nigeria has described this attack on the Nigerian diplomat as unprovoked, unwarranted, and a glaring abuse of established convention. Help us better understand the implication of this incident.
Well, as the statement by the retired ambassador said, it's unprovoked. There was absolutely no reason to treat a diplomatic agent the way the Indonesians did. But I think that if you listen to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, you will get a very good impression that the anger of Nigeria is not just only about this diplomat. But look, we've had a lot of challenges with dealing with the Indonesian government. I don't know how many Nigerians have been executed by the Indonesian government. All appeals, pleadings to save the life of Nigerians, even though they created the circumstances that led to their arrest and trial. The Indonesians have been very, very hostile to foreigners, particularly Africans and Nigerians in particular. And yet, they do enjoy a welcoming environment in this country. And so what we're trying to say is that the attack on the Nigerian diplomat was unprovoked, even if it was not, even if he was not a diplomat. It just shows you clearly how Indonesians have been dealing with African nationals in that country.
All right, so what actions do you look at the government taking at this time, especially as it has to do with the nation's foreign policy, not just with Indonesia, but countries across the world?
Well, look, I think this will send a very clear message to some of the countries, particularly in that part of the world in Asia, that the Nigerian government is serious and that they will not tolerate any mishandling or mistreatment of Nigerians, in their country. But we must also, I must say that the government has taken every action in the book. And what is now left, from my perspective, is to appeal to Nigerians going out to some of these dangerous countries where their lives are constantly in danger. That when you go to someone's country, you behave yourself. The law in Indonesia, for example, about drugs and the rest is very clear. And this is one of the reasons why the Indonesians have remained adamant anytime we make an appeal to them. In fact, I remember a few years ago, a very powerful delegation went to Indonesia to plead for the lives of Nigerians. They virtually refused. And that's why they've had the temerity to continue to behave like this as if they have no concern for for human beings. I mean, look at the pictures, the video you showed. It's horrible. And that's a diplomat. You can imagine what they do to people who are not diplomats, who are not protected by, the laws protecting diplomats.
All right. Thank you very much for your insight at this time. Former Permanent Secretary of Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Joe Keshi. Thank you for joining us on TVC News at 7.